Yo, what's really good on my day ones? Welcome back to the channel. I apologize for the delay in videos. I keep saying I'm gonna get them out sooner, but everything's just been crazy. The reason is because, ever since I crossed into the military side, there's a lot of things that I had to get used to, and also there's a lot of admin, education, and also the role of being a nurse that you have to deal with when you are on the side. So I want to talk about weeks 1 and 2. But before that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like. If you're a returning viewer, don't forget to hit like. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome. Besides that, let's go ahead and talk about week 1 and 2. Week 0 I kind of spoke about, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. But week 1 and 2 was a very tiring time. I remember that specifically because after week 0 you've been waking up at 4:30, but now comes the even more heavier things, which is PT and academics. Week 1, I remember that we had to do what's called the blue line ceremony. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, basically you wake up at 4:30 and they walk you to the ceremony field, and then there's a blue line that illuminates, and they give you basically a quick lecture about like the United States Air Force and what they're about. It's filtering out those who want to stay and for those who want to progress. So there are actually people, unbelievably, who don't cross that blue line and want to go home. That's why week 0 is there, kind of break you in and kind of get you ready for what the Air Force is like. So after you cross the blue line, so much things happen. The day after that, you have your PT exam, which is your physical fitness baseline. And for the people who are in the 5-week course, that is basically their score, so they have to pass that. Throughout the whole week, it's just basically in processing and a bunch of lectures leading into your first academic assessment. For those who don't know, the academic assessment, there's 2 of them. They are the most important tests that you need to pass. So throughout the week, all it is a bunch of lectures and lectures leading up to the academic assessment. And need I remind you, I'm not used to how they test in the Air Force. So this is my first time actually failing a major exam. And I was so crushed because I missed it by 2 points. And I remember telling myself I'm gonna do better. In order to do better, I had to ask those who passed with flying colors what they did to study. And there was a lot of people who failed the first academic assessment, and the ones who did fail, they were all like medical. It was a lot of nurses and a lot of chaplains that I noticed failed, but that's besides the point. I passed the second one. And leading into week 3 was the academic assessment on a Monday. So imagine failing, and then you have to live with that for the rest of the week, going to these other lectures that leads into your academic assessment too. The whole thing about OTS is it's meant to expose your weaknesses, so therefore you get better. And that's why I love the program, is because it exposed where I was weak with my academia, and it helped me actually get better and see what they're looking for when it comes to these exams. Like their version, I believe week 3 and week 4 is the equivalent version of Hell Week for basic training, because during week 3 and week 4 particularly, I was always tired. There was always PT, and there was always something physically draining going on, because we had a bunch of different academics, a bunch of different things going on during week 3, which led into week 4. Week 3, we had something called LRC, which is a leadership something. LRC, basically it tests you as a leader and how you lead. And the key to passing this isn't necessarily solving the problem, but being able to lead people to work through a problem without having the group fall apart. And a lot of failure happens when groups fall apart. And that's what they're stressing throughout this whole program, is you need to be a leader. And that's what it was like, I remember in order for my instructor to boost my self-esteem, because I was feeling so down from failing my academic assessment during the beginning of the week, like he made me do what's called the LRC course, and I passed that LRC course. So everyone's gonna get a chance to do that. on top of also the different kind of courses that you gotta deal with. And if you do, like, there's something again called the LRC course, where there's actual physical courses, which there's a group of 5 to 6 individuals, and they make you work through this. A part of it is in week 3, and a part of it is in week 4, and some of it I know is in week 5, because everything is basically leading up to Operation Eagle Up. That's definitely reserved for the end. I have some video clips for that, and man, it was a blast. In weeks 2 and 3, just remember, when you do go to OTS and you are there for weeks 2 and 3, expect the unexpected, especially when it comes to you as a leader and how you express yourself and how you perform, because although you may have failed in one area, you may progress in another area better than other people. Again, this course is meant to tap at your weaknesses and strengths. So if you feel like you're a strong leader, do things that challenge you and do things that'll make you a better leader. Because I know people who were who were our flight leaders who did great, and they doubted themselves in the beginning and they did great. So yeah, I wanted to keep this short and simple. I didn't want to keep it long and drawn out. So if you have any questions, don't forget to comment in the section below. Besides that, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up. Again, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I will be releasing the second part, which should be talking about weeks 4 and 5, and I'll probably do that whenever I get time. We are actually getting ready for deployment. I cannot mention anything from that because it's a secret mission. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comment section below, and I'll try to comment back, okay?